Mark Walsh here from Embodied Yoga Principles. So, this is a short video on yoga to deepen your neurosis. What do I mean by that? Well, someone asked me the other day, what are some of the pros and cons of the kind of sweet shop of possibilities that we find ourselves in the modern yoga market? That's what it is. So there's all these wonderful opportunities. There's so many different styles, so many different types of things we can do. That's wonderful in many ways. And I said, that's great. And there's disadvantages as well. One of the disadvantages is that we can pick a style which suits us. It might sound great, right? But let's think about that. We all have a particular way of being. We have a particular sort of limitation on the vast possibilities of being human. We have a particular strengths, but also, by definition, also weaknesses there, right? So there's certain things we're good at. We have a certain manner, a certain embodiment, and that embodiment can be deepened if we pick a practice which is suited to us. So that could be a good thing in some ways, but the risk is it makes us more and more kind of into one thing. So let me give some examples. Let's say, actual examples. So I was a big yoga studio in London. I went to a hot Ashtanga type class, like kind of vinyasa kind of classes that you'll see a lot in big cities. And it was just full of like competitive, kind of like pushing, driving people coming straight from the city of London. And I was like me, right? I was like, guys, chill, maybe this isn't the class for you. And they're going to get more and more into that through that kind of practice, and it's addictive because they have to get to relaxation through exhaustion. Now, I went afterwards, did a couple of classes, I did a yin class, and I went into the yin class, and in before the class, it was full of just very soft, open, relaxed yin type people, and they'd picked a class which suited them. So again, is that what they needed? Well, I was looking at those people and thinking, well, as a psychologist, I'm going to probably need to have firm boundaries, a sense of kind of strength, a sense of confidence, extension, putting themselves out there rather than open, soften, yeah? So they could have kind of swapped classes, right? Could have swapped classes. And it's not to say, it's not good to practice what we're good at to deepen our real strengths. That can be good too. I like doing practices that are very yang for that reason. However, it's worth putting some time into the kind of something which maybe like brings out a playfulness if we're very serious, or brings out a discipline if we're very all over the place and playful. So what are you picking in your yoga? Is it something that's just making you more and more, everything becomes a fucking nail when all you've got is a hammer, right? You get more and more hammer-like, everything's more and more nail-like. We get more and more neurotic through our practice, and you will see this in practices. You will see the control freaks, you will see the pushy, fiery people, and you go, okay, great, maybe try and building a bit of range. So that's what I mean by that. And yep, yoga can definitely, or any other art, not just to pick on yoga, can definitely build the neurosis by getting more and more into just one particular way of being.